Okay, I just finished listening to this Young Thug album, and I gotta say this. I mean, it started off promising. I mean, no, it didn't. I mean, this is the thing that's so funny about this album. I went into it curious after all the drama that we saw over the past couple of weeks, after him being, in prison, the whole snitching thing, the whole Atlanta Rico thing. Like, there's a lot that was going on in Young Thug's life that I was wondering how was gonna affect his music, whether positively or negatively, right? Like, I didn't know if it was gonna like make him wash, like he would suck, or like he would put those experiences into his music. Um, the album starts, the intro, it starts with like I guess the ruling, or like a lawyer talking, something like that. It's in court. It's like an hour. It's like a minute and a half worth of talking from like clearly a court. And you think, oh shit, okay, he's sitting up the stage for this like epic album, post prison album, right? Like I'm Home album, right? Essentially. And then for a minute, it's like a regular like Young Thug song, right? Which, in hindsight, should have told me all I needed to know about this album, but then still I'd listened to 19 more tracks. But then something really interesting happened that I thought, oh, hold on, maybe this album will be interesting if not for the right reasons. Because for 30 seconds, he just starts singing the hard R at me and everybody that's listening to this album with me on twitch.tv/PottyMouthStreams. And I'm laughing. I'm like, this is crazy. And immediately I'm like, oh, maybe like this album, even if it's not good, at least it will be like entertaining. Because he's just doing wild shit and it's going to be like fun. And then, the next song, which is Yuck with Ken Carson, immediately it's like very mid. Again, warning signs. 2 boats and a helicopter type beat. God is telling me, you're not. This is nothing. This is a nothing burger of an album. But it's still, I'm like, let's continue. And then there's like kind of stretch in the first like 5 songs after that it's like, wait, hold on. I feel like he's being introspective, if not like predictable. And also, you get to a song like Whoop De Doo, which is like to me the highlight of the album, and I'm like, holy shit, this beat is crazy. The beat switch is wild. It feels fun. It feels like that fun Young Thug energy, and that to me is a standout. And I'm like, oh my god, this shit might actually be awesome. So I'm like 7 tracks in, thinking like, oh, this is gonna maintain this pace. And then at a certain point, it just turns into the most co-worker warehouse music possible. And I'm like, oh, okay. Then, I should have taken the 2 boats and a helicopter. This is not what, like, whatever expectations I thought of, like, he was either gonna, like, impress or, like, prove that he's washed. Both options were wrong. I was wrong on either side. I wanted it to be something kind of note on either side. I wanted it to be so crazy and shitty, or so fucking crazy that it's good. Like, it could have gone either way. Instead, the craziest thing that you get really is the intro of him just getting his Dave Blunt's bag and just like harmonizing the hard R. And then from then on, it's like the most boring songs you'll ever hear, except from like a Whoop-De-Doo. A lot of these songs sounded like they're from 2016. You get the classic like Young Thug and T.I. songs, which just like some of these songs that you hear in this album are staples of like of what a Young Thug album is supposed to sound like. Which, I can't really criticize this album for sounding like the most generic version of a Young Thug album, because there's people out there that's what they want to hear. There's people out there that love Travis Scott's last album. There's people out there that love Lil Baby's last album. So I feel like this album just falls completely in line with that kind of music. I wish, as I was listening to it, it wasn't as fucking boring as it was. And also, it's like, it's this weird, like, it's the most mid album of all time. Because it's not so mid that it's like complete, like, numbing garbage that I've ever heard. Like a fucking Destroy Lonely album or Gunna. Where like those albums, I thought I was gonna pass out. Because there was truly nothing stimulating me at all, musically. But then it's also like, but it's also falls under the like mid, quote unquote, that it's like an album like the Offset album, which when I first listened to it, I thought this shit is like really mid. But then I'm hearing this and I'm like, this shit not even that level of mid. It's like the most boring level of mid possible. I didn't know you could have mid. Bro, I didn't know that shit was possible. And so it's like, it failed to live up to either expectation of mine. It's not like generationally bad or generationally good. It's just down the middle. Which might be on purpose, or he might have known that this is the kind of album he had, and therefore had to create some sort of fucking engagement bait, like the intro did. Because as fucking wild as that intro was, at least it was interesting. At least it was like, whoa, what the fuck? It, you know, it wakes you up, for sure. For certain. None of the album really lives up to that, like, wild, insane, chaotic energy. And so then it's like, that was truly just engagement bait, along with the cover art, to get people to, like, tweet about your album and make it seem like, yo, there's something going on here. But there's really not. It's just a mid Young Thug album. Nothing less, nothing more. And it really, like, went downhill after the first, like, 6-7 track run. Like, it really did. To the point that, like, 1300 Saint is watching him on his own songs. When that happens, you're fucking cooked as an artist.
Potty mouth. Stop playing.
Well, hello, potty mouth.